Once upon a time there was a snowman who lived in the park in London. He was a very good snowman. He never swore or shouted or threw things. He was always polite and well-mannered, and all of the people in the neighborhood loved him. They would often come out to see him in the park, and they would bring him gifts like carrots, sticks, stones, teacups, hats, gloves, anything to help him get through the day. Now, it just so happened that one day the weather started to get warmer. The sun came out and the snowman started to feel himself melt away. So he went to the local river, jumped into the water and froze himself solid. And that's when his adventure began. He floated down the river all the way to the sea, past all of the houses and shops and streets, past all of the parks and trees and flowers, all the way to the North Pole where he met Santa Claus. And the snowman said, "Excuse me, Mr. Santa Claus, but could you please build me a new body? I'm melting away." But Santa Claus was busy getting ready for Christmas. He had lots of toys and presents to make, and he didn't have time to help the snowman. So he just carried on with his work and left the snowman floating in the river all alone. So then the snowman went on his way and he walked across the frozen ocean, past all of the icebergs and penguins and whales, all the way to an enchanted forest. And there in the forest he met a witch who lived in a little house made of twigs and leaves. And she invited him in for some tea and crumpets, and they became good friends. And every day the snowman would go out walking in the forest, and he would collect lots of pine cones and twigs and berries, and the witch would use them to make her magic potions. And after a while the snowman started to feel himself harden and become strong again. And he was very happy because he thought he was going to be able to go back home. But one day the witch went out into the forest to gather some ingredients for her latest magic potion, and she never came back. And the snowman waited and waited for her to return, but she didn't. So he went out looking for her, and he found her house had been destroyed in a terrible storm. And all around him he could hear the trees and the animals and the birds mourning the loss of the good witch. And the snowman was very upset, but he knew that he had to do something to help. So he used all of his strength to rebuild the witch's house, and to plant new trees and flowers and bushes, and to bring back all of the animals and the birds and the people from the forest to their homes. And when the good witch returned, she was so grateful to the snowman for all that he had done. And she said, "You are a true hero, and I want to give you a special gift." And she waved her magic wand over the snowman, and she transformed him into a magical ice sculpture, beautiful and strong and everlasting. And the snowman was very happy because now he would never have to worry about melting away again. And he spent the rest of his days in the enchanted forest, watching over all of the animals, and the birds and the people, making sure they were safe and happy and healthy. And he was very content because he knew that he was making the witch and all of the forest creatures very happy. The end. All of the songs in this story are available to listen to on a popular streaming service. And if you would like to support the channel, please consider donating through a platform. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.